to get my garage door fixed, I have to move my HHR that I have not been driving, and when I went to start it today, it would not start. So, battery has juice, but she would not turn over at all, so I think it's the starter. What's up, y'all? This is not a video that I had intended to be making today, or really at all. But went to start my HHR today, and it would not start. No crank, no start, which is a known issue for these guys. So I'm under here right now, and so that's the starter that needs to come off. So I have to navigate this dirtiness. Don't mind how nasty it is. So yeah, so I gotta take that off, so that way I can go down and have it tested at Autozone and probably get a replacement, because I'm 95% sure that it's no bueno. I need to take off these connections here. I always start with those first. Battery is disconnected. I actually have it in there on the charger right now, which that's a whole nother issue, but is probably also gonna give me a problem because it's throwing an error on the battery charger. So might have to go get a new battery while I'm out. But yeah, so I start with taking those off, and then you just have a couple of bolts around it that hold it in place. I'm not sure if I can get in there to where, let's see, the backside, probably with the light on maybe. So that guy there, it's a little dirty under there. And then got some back there that you gotta get to. Alright, so got the starter out, and that's what it looks like up in there with the starter out. It's just 2 bolts to get it out. This one here, and then this one back here. So once you get those 2 out, starter just comes straight out. And then to put it in, you just put it in. Line up those 2, get those 2 bolts in place, make sure both bolts are in before you even start to tighten one down. And then you've just got the wires to connect back up on the end. So I'm going to do that real quick and get out from under here. Okay, so this is the replacement starter ready to go in. We're going to leave these nuts on here so that way I can get it installed, and then I'll take those off and connect the cables. This needs to go facing up, so it goes in there basically that way towards the driver's side. Okay, so once you can get that top bolt in place, it's really quick. It's just maybe a 10-minute job. It's just really getting that top bolt lined up. But so it's back all in place. Went ahead and made sure my connections were reconnected back up here. Tightened those down. Got this bolt tightened. The other one, which, if you're looking at it from underneath, the other one is essentially... Alright, well, it won't let me turn on the light. But when you're looking at it, basically from where this, where this nut is on the back of the starter, it's just inside of that and straight back. So I use that as my guide, putting it back in. It's literally right back over here and straight back in there. So it is kind of difficult to get to because you can't really see it. But if you put a 15 millimeter back there with the bolt in it, you'll be able to locate that hole and then get it threaded. That's what I did, was put the bolt in the socket and then put it back there with an extension and threaded it in by hand. And yeah, so new starter in place. Just got to go now dig out a battery and get this started up. I pulled out my spare battery, which is this red top Optima. Actually goes to my 240, but I haven't done the relocation yet, so right now it's a spare that's accessible. So I'm gonna throw this in here, get it connected up real quick, and see if I can get this guy to crank. Alright, it's not the size that goes in here, and it doesn't fit appropriately, but all the lights came on and I hear dinging, so let's see if this works. Looking all over for my damn key for this, and I should have realized the dinging should have been an indication, but previously when I got in and tried to start it, because it would not start, it locked the key in there and I had to take my key ring off. So if that happens to you, that is normal. Alright, no more dinging. Alright, moment of truth. Let's see if this works. Look at that. Boom. No crank, no start. Turned out to be the starter. So approximately $220 later, but still, at least now it starts and will do what I need it to do. So now I can move it out from in front of my garage and get my garage door replaced. Yay! Oh, plus she starts.